Okay, so we're going to do a face-off. There has been so much news about SMAS versus deep plane facelifts. Disclosure, I love the deep plane facelift, but for the first part of my career, I did the SMAS facelift. So I feel like I'm an authority in understanding the variations and the differences. The SMAS, first let's discuss. The SMAS is this fascial tissue underneath our skin. That is the support structure of our face. It is very, very adherent to the platysma muscle, which is the support structure in our neck. And as we come up into the temple, there's a temporoparietal fascial structure that it is very adherent to. So these are the support structures of our face. So to get a great facelift result, you have to modulate and use this support structure to lift and reposition the face. A SMAS facelift can be done in multiple different variations, but for the simplicity of this discussion, a SMAS facelift is when that deeper structure is not undermined completely and it is lifted to lift the rest of the face. The deep plane facelift also has a lot of variations, but for simplicity, the deep plane facelift is when the SMAS and or the platysma, which is the muscle, are lifted and separated from the deep anatomic facial structures and repositioned in a composite way. Now, why some people love the SMAS is because the risks are likely a little bit lower, and for someone who wants a very, very efficient facelift surgery, I think it works really, really well. The deep plane allows us to reposition the mid-face, the entire tissues in a more natural pathway. Which one should you choose? You have to talk to your surgeon because there's also two other components. The safety of the surgery, which regardless of which approach you use, there are nerves, there are muscles, there are a lot of things underneath that we need to be careful of. So that's one thing. And the aesthetic eye and taste of the surgeon, because there's a lot of different variations of how these procedures are done, how the deeper anatomic structures like the buccal fat and the neck are managed. It is much more complicated than just SMAS versus deep plane. It is multidimensional, multifactorial, and you need to do some homework, but really you have to find a surgeon you trust